Hey everybody, thank you for tuning in to my channel, Talbert's Leather and Hobbies. And I'm going to go. I know that I said I would make a list of my goals, but I ran out of words on the About page, and I will just go over some of my goals. Business-wise, for my leather work, I want to get a website where people can pay that way, but right now, the only thing I got is PayPal, or you could mail if you wanted something done. So I want to get websites so I can put my stuff I make on it. I want to get a sewing machine, and there's one for less than $150, but it's a great machine, but you got to buy the motor separate. That would be my second real want to go for my business. Then some cutting dies, and what they are anywhere from $30 up, but they will allow me to punch a perfect shape, so I make earrings and keychains and different kinds of little small stuff. I could do better with the actual dies. Then also for my business, I want a miter or table saw, and I've used saws on my adult life. I've used, but all I got right now is a chainsaw and a skill saw. So I would love to get a table or miter saw, and one I'm looking at, I think, is right around 120. And I had a iPad Pro, but this one, and the only thing wrong with it, when I plug the cord in, I shake a little bit, and one thing wrong with it is the charge port. And if anybody knows who can fix that for a reasonable amount, let me know, because I really, really want my iPad Pro back, or get another Pro just so I can have bigger stuff, or so be better I can put more into it. Also, I won't get 1 or 2 monthly subscription boxes, and that will also be part of my business that will help me stay up to date on the new things. I say guy things, but women too, like knives and camping equipment and kind of survival type stuff. And I don't want to review them. I just want to see what all I can use to make leather cases or shoes for, and also the people who get the same box will know where to go to get the boxes. So, and I really need that website, and I won't get 10 to 15 different color threads, because now I use what they call a stick-off, and my wife has to thread it for me. So if I had 10 or 20 different threads, she could thread all of them, and it wouldn't be, hey, I need something threaded. It would already be threaded, and when I saw that I'm coming to an end, I could let Linda know I need help threading in that deal. For that, it looks like this. 3 goes in the middle, and then through the end loop, and what it does is I push it through the holes I make in the leather, and when I pull them out, it creates a loop, and then you can thread your bottom thread through it. Like the first one, you go through the leather all the way through and pull this. It gives you the slack. Then every hole after that, when you poke down, it creates a little loop, and you put the bottom thread through that loop. Really great tool. It did speed me up a lot, but it still takes me a while to do it. And when I get a machine to help me do the sewing, it would, instead of making 1 or 2 projects a day, it would be 1 to 3 products in an hour. So really, it would speed me up. Also, I would love to get into making vests. So that, and you really need a machine for that. And also, I've read so many reviews about it and so many videos. I know the machine is great. Now I'm going to go over some of my goals I want personally for myself. I want to get back into riding bicycles. Mine was stole about 5, 6 years ago. And I also want, with the bikes, I want to get road bikes and a mountain bike, but with the mountain bike, I want to go to somewhere close where somebody can take me out and help me get started and fit me for the best bicycle I can. That would be better for me. I also, and going back to business for one more thing, I want to get a shop built and I kind of put a barn style roof on it so I can have a pool table upstairs. I love the game of pool. Right now I got the pool table in the living room because when Linda and I got together, before then I had one in the master bedroom because it was only me here. And pool is one of them things you would think I could play, but one of my grandpa's friends, I coon hunted with my grandpa for years, gave me a pool table, and the place I grew up there was a house right beside it where my dad and grandma lived after his dad passed away. In the house I grew up in, my great-great-grandpa built it. In that house that my dad and aunt owned together, they just used it for storage. So and my brother used it as a train house. He made a perfect. He had the front room where all of his trains. It was real neat. And the guy that gave me pool table, while he gave it to me, he got tired of me going to his house and playing. He had it outside under the carport. So he told Mama if could I have it if could he give it to me if he brought it over. So he brought it to my backyard, and for a year I played on the felt table outside. Rain and everything got on it. And my grandpa, my pawpaw, told Mama he would felt it if I could put it in that other house. All my friends, what we called the pool room was the place to be. In fact, me and my best friend Rick have estimated we played at least, on average, 5 hours a day. I mean, I love pool, so I won't get it in a shop, but I want it to be separate because I don't want anything to get on the table. And one day I will buy me a 9-foot diamond table. Diamond tables are the pool tables of all pool tables. They're the Cadillac. Unless you played on a diamond table, you will not understand most of you pro or semi-pro tournaments that I've been in. They use diamond tables at is nothing else. They're just so easy to keep them level. The holes are tight. Everything a pool player wants, he gets in a diamond table. And if you are practicing on a 9-foot, when you go to shoot up at the pool hall, they usually have 7 or 8 footers. And when you practice on that 9-foot, 7 and 8 foot are a breeze for you. And also, there's a guy that teaches at the University of Colorado in the same town in Fort Collins. And my sister lives there. So one day I want to go get lessons from him. He has a great system, and he calls himself Dr. Pool. May sound crazy, but when you spend as much as I do on the pool table, it's worth it. I mean, the only tip I will use costs anywhere from $50 to $60 for one little tip, but they're great. You can put great English on them. I want to go on. I want a scooter. Cause the only person that ever seen me actually ride a motorcycle was Ron Malley. He's a college friend, fraternity brother, and when I was in Little Rock, I took lessons on to learn how to ride a bike. He is the only one that ever saw it. I also want to do paramotoring, and since I was about 16, I've always wanted to fly. Because I was on the state team for para-athletes in track. There's a difference between para sports and Special Olympics. The difference is Paralympics, you had to only have a physical disability, and in Special Olympics, they group everybody together. In our state, no one else, our state actually doesn't support Paralympics. In my mind, that would be against the ADA, but they do get away with it. And I love vehicles and cars, and I grew up with a mechanic. My dad and mom's owned a mechanic shop, gas station, and towing business. My hands were too cumbersome to let me really learn to be a mechanic. So there's 3 motors I really learned. The Chevy 350, the Chevy 4.6 or 4.2 V6, and Volkswagen. And I don't want to do it for anything but for me, 'cause I love STM pickups, and I want to get at least 2 fix one up that I could do the big drag racing with. And the other one I can customize. And with cerebral palsy, so I can't sleep a lot, and my handwriting is such that I can never put stuff on paper. So I got designs in my head for shop, for just a lot of stuff, but I need to put it on paper to get it out. And cerebral palsy actually, and actually is when your nerves are rapidly going, like bending my finger, my nerves will go maybe 100 times where you're not well. While normal, you just use one nerve when you bend your finger. I use that same nerve, but the signals are bouncing and slows me down. And I want also to build a teardrop camper or a truck camper, either one. But those are some of my goals. And going back to the scooter, I want a ruckus because you can do so much custom work to it. And I know I'm doing a pretty long show, but I'm also going to do a racing show once a week. And I want to learn AutoCAD mainly to help me get what's in my head down on paper or computer screen. And every time I went to try to go to learn it, they always said I had to do the pencil before I could go on to AutoCAD. I just want somebody who can show me the basics, because I will never use it to actually make profit. So if you know anybody that knows AutoCAD and wouldn't mind helping me get started in that, let me know. And again, I do not want anything free, but I will need help in doing some of my goals. Are they realistic? Yeah. Or will I get to all of them? Maybe not. But I'm trying. And thank you for listening, and remember, I have front pocket wallets, pocket organizers, and sheets. If you want to get one of my leather products, let me know by Facebook Messenger or email me at bileather2002@gmail.com. And one more tool, and it will be the critical tool, because they have leather attachment, some kind of Dremel tool, because you can use that to buff your edges, and it's a great tool. So thank you, and I may do one of these again, but mainly I just want to show people that people with disabilities can still think outside of the box. Thank you for uh, listening, and remember, it is always better than leather. Bye.